Hello, everybody. Welcome to stop number 5 on the 2007 OPA Tour. Back in Jersey, boys. Home water, Point Pleasant Beach for the 2007 Point Pleasant Offshore Grand Prix. There you see one of the local teams, Johnny Stanch, with his Syntron Liquid Energy 42-foot fountain. Also in attendance right behind them there is the Syntron 40-foot Platinum Rage in the Unlimited category. The entire OPA staff with AMF Offshore Racing and many of its sponsors has done an outstanding job thus far this season putting together a great series of races for all its teams. Recently we were in Long Island, New York for the first time in over 20 years to have a great event there at the Battle on the Bay in Patchogue, Long Island, New York. We look forward to the bumpy waters off New Jersey this weekend to provide excellent racing action for everyone in attendance. There you see the Miss Geico Offshore Racing fleet of boats. John Hagen's stable always puts on a great show for all of Offshore Racing's fans. AMFOffshoreRacing.com, MissGeicoOffshoreRacing.com. There's the Caveman 51-foot Outer Limits Pace boat. Another one of John Hagen's many toys. Will be one of our pace boats this weekend. Right behind them is the Platinum Miss Geico that will be racing the Turbine Extreme class. Several of the AMF models in attendance this weekend. Eye candy for all the fans and spectators. There's Ron Poley doing a great job as parade marshal. Fabulous weekend. Many offshore legends in town this weekend, part of the heritage of offshore racing here for the former Benihana Offshore Grand Prix for many years in Point Pleasant. Charlie McCarthy, Bobby Ciceni, Rocky Aoki, many others in attendance at this great event in New Jersey. Freeze Frame Video, proud to be part of this long-time racing tradition here in Point Pleasant. Not the easiest thing in the world to get a big 51-foot boat out into the parade route. These guys doing the best they can to get it lined up and in line with the rest of the boats. Over 30 boats at the site this weekend should make for some great racing actions. A little bit bumpier waters here in New Jersey. It's been blowing all week long and great racing conditions are expected. Just another one of the fleet of MissGeicoRacings.com mini trucks. There you see the boat coming out. They're running the Platinum right now while the MTI is repaired from the brutal race in Orange Beach, Alabama. Those guys put on a great show. Scotty Begovich and Mark Granite. There's Big Scott Begovich. He's also a hometown guy. He lives in Florida now, but he's from these parts in New Jersey down at the shore. Great to see him back in action in his home waters. All kinds of unique vehicles and sights in the parade here in Point Pleasant. There you see Team Syntron lining up their Platinum in the parade, also going to run in the Extreme Unlimited class. 40-foot Platinum powered by a pair of Stotler blower motors. There's Team Traffic Light all the way in town from Michigan. The Smith family all the way from St. Clair, Michigan, which was also another stop on the OPA Tour this season. Another hometown team, Ed and Anthony Smith's team, What's Up? That's their 38-foot Fountain. Former Super V race boat, now running in Class 2. There is their Class 3 boat, Team What's Up? Ed and Anthony Smith. Also racing with them this weekend is Big John Hagen himself, riding in the navigator seat. Another Michigan team, Tyler Crockett Racing, running in the Class 6. Their 26-foot Joker powerboats. These guys won several races this season, done very well. Tyler Crockett and George Eisenhart. It's an old school 32-foot hustler, Team Smith Racing, the Smith brothers. Been around for many years, taking a few years off. Looks like they're getting back in the saddle again. Here's our promoter from the Patchogue Long Island race, Team Strictly Business Motorsports, Louis the Rigger, number 206 with his 35-foot fountain powered by a pair of JC Performance Mercury 500s. A brand new boat for these guys. Team Wahoo moved up to a 38-foot fountain, the former Miccosukee Indian Gaming boat. Dean Howard and Dave Skorsky will be running that in Class 2 after retiring their 30-foot AMT cat. Another classic offshore racer in action, the 451. This is Team Bounty Hunter. Billy Martin and his son run this boat after being retired for many years, back in action. These guys won a many a race back in the late 70s. Hometown heroes here, Team Papa Dukes, Chris Carbone and his team. Team Papa Dukes, Class 6. I believe they're running Class 5 here in Point Pleasant. Here comes number 377. This is Wanted. It's a 36-foot cigarette gladiator. Bill Purnell is the owner and throttle man. Walter Prosecki from New Jersey is the driver. That team based out of Ocean City, Maryland. Another site that hosted a race on this OPA 2007 series. There's another Maryland team and another Class 3 boat, Team Hotlicks Offshore Racing, with their 38-foot formula. Team 568 Outrageous out of Virginia, Eddie Simmons and Mark Henderson aboard this 30-foot Superboat Y2K. Team Wicked Performance Marine, there is legendary throttleman Jay Muller. There's Team Keene University with their 28-foot Mana, another 30-foot Superboat. Team Specialized from Massachusetts. Team Typhoon Racing with their P5 entry. Randy Schluss with several boats in tow. Number 611, Team Undertow. Another 26-foot Corsa. Smith Brothers Racing. Back in the Team AMF Miss Geico camp there, looking out for everybody. There's another 30-foot Superboat, Team Reinforcer, Superboat Y2K model, based out of Long Island, New York. It's another team that raced several years ago, making a resurgence on the offshore circuit. There's 401 Simmons Marine, 34-foot Phantom. Pretty good fleet of boats here in town, over 30 boats ready to do battle off the shores of Point Pleasant Beach. Great to see OPA bringing a lot of these sites back that were mainstays on the offshore racing circuit for many years. There's Team Extreme Motorsports bringing all the toys to town. This is another team based out of Maryland with their classic 35-foot Cigarette Mistress running in Class 2. Todd Harper and Billy Wetmore aboard this Team Extreme. Airborne now. You can see the seas have calmed down a little bit. It was very rough for the past few days now. We're expecting it to be much rougher than it was, but still just bumpy enough to provide great racing action here. This will be the first race of two races today. There's the classic 47-foot Apache Pace Boat. This boat was in storage for many years. One of Ben Kramer's personal boats, one of the last boats he had built to race in. And it'll be the Pace Boat for the action here today. Rob, Adam, and Ron aboard the 47-foot Apache. You can see Ron Poley there with the flag getting ready on the parade lap. Looks like we've got Class 3 here along with Class 5 and 6 possibly. I could see Team What's Up in line there Bill Purnell and his team Wanted. Gino Marone with Team You're in Command, Wicked Marine. Should be quite a race here. Just rough enough to make it exciting here today. Other boats in this race will be Team Specialized, Extras, Herbot Racing, Cintron Panther, Keene University, and Outrageous, as well as Typhoon. The Class 6 will have Rendell One Design, Motor City Offshore, Papa Duke's, Undertow, and Crockett Marine. Long time racing backdrop there as we heading south in New Jersey, down the Jersey Shore. Great summertime destination. Ron Poley giving us the thumbs up signal there. Being the chief starter for OPA. There's the three boats running in Class 3 here in Point Pleasant. Wanted, You're in Command, and What's Up? Big John Hagan, the navigator seat aboard. What's Up with Ed and Anthony Smith at the controls. Wanted Racing, Walter Priosecki and Bill Purnell. And Gino Marone and Jim Anselmo aboard You're in Command. Definitely a lot calmer waters than we've experienced for the past couple days here in Point Pleasant. It should be good, just rough enough to keep it exciting and not rough enough to destroy everybody's boats. There's Big John Hagan giving the peace sign to everybody. What's Up is a 32-foot Futura Marine powered by twin What's Up racing engines. Team Wanted has a pair of Mercury 525s in it, as does Team You're in Command. Long list of race wins right down the side of What's Up there. Very successful team, Ed and Anthony Smith. Many navigators have stood in that seat. John Hagan has lasted longer than most of them. Beautiful 47-foot Apache powered by triple 1,000 horsepower inboards. This boat competed in the Superboat class in its heyday, only ran just a handful of times. Run by legendary Bobby Ciceni and Ben Kramer. Classic piece of racing history here in Point Pleasant. Lining up now, we should get the green flag very shortly. There you can see all the fans of Jenkinson's along the shoreline here in beautiful Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Waiting for the green flag now for the Class 3 boat. There you can hear the throttles going down, quickly jumping out to a little bit of lead. Team Wanted right now out front. You're in command, and What's Up giving chase. Team Wanted, the 36-foot Cigarette Gladiator running out front, powered by a pair of Mercury Racing 525 horsepower inboard. Hot on their trailer is What's Up with their 32-foot Futura powered by What's Up Racing engines. The father and son team out of Point Pleasant, Brick area, New Jersey, and Gino Marone out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, in his 39-foot Dragon with Jim Anselmo at the throttle. Walking away right now is Wanted Racing. What's Up giving chase. You're in command, falling back in third. John Hagan in the navigator seat of What's Up, keeping these guys on track, looking for turn one as they head south down the Jersey Shore. Rounding turn one, Wanted pulling away just a little bit. Local connections aboard Wanted. The driver, Walter Piasecki, from here in New Jersey nearby. The throttle man, Bill Purnell, from Ocean City, Maryland. Sponsors aboard Wanted include Allied Builders, Pepsi Bottling Ventures, Atlantic Hotel, OCMD.com, David Horsey and Sons, and Caruso Pizza. This is 2003 36-foot Cigarette Gladiator. This guy's been racing for many years. Currently first place overall, 377 Team Wanted. You can see Bill Purnell doing a great job on the stick, throttling as the boat comes out of the water a little bit, making sure those Bravo drives stay alive. Former Super V class race, though, Team Wanted. You see they're pulling away from the competition a little bit right now. What's Up and You're in command, losing a little bit of ground on the backstretch right now. P3-1. Team What's Up. Big John Hagan, the navigator, she's giving the peace sign as Anthony Smith works his magic on the throttle, and Ed Smith wheels it around. His classic 32-foot Futura Deep V doing a great job, one of many races. Right now they're running in second place at the 2007 OPA Point Pleasant Grand Prix. Rounding corners at the north end of the course now, getting ready to complete lap number one as Wanted is out front. Like Team What's Up gaining a little ground on Wanted right now, moving up, trying to complete the pass as they begin lap number two of the classic C-Class race. Home water for the guys in Team What's Up, so they've got a point to prove in the little boat that could. Battle giving chase here at the inside line. Team Wanted on the outside, heading towards turn one on lap number two. What's Up trying to get the inside line as they head into the corner. You're in command, also moving up right there, pulling side by side as they near turn 1. You're in command, a 39-foot Dragon powered by a pair of Mercury Racing 525 inboards. Gino Marone is the owner and driver. Jim Anselmo is the throttleman, sponsored by the U.S. Coast Guard. You're in command, 340. Trying to move into second place at this point. Still with the lead is Team Wanted. Walter Piasecki at the wheel. Bill Purnell on the throttle, putting Wanted out front once again. Coming off a win earlier this year in St. Clair. These guys have had a pretty strong year. Doing a great job. Team Wanted. Not giving up. There's Team What's Up. Still giving chase. Not missing the beat, doing a great job. Walter Piasecki and Bill Purnell. Team Wanted. 377, 36-foot Cigarette Gladiator. Great battle for second place still here between You're in Command and What's Up. There you see the Angel 1 coming into the screen. David DiPetrillo, Charlie Bass, and the safety team aboard Angel 1. Keeping a watchful eye over everybody racing here. Getting ready to complete lap number 2 here in the Class 3 2007 Point Pleasant Beach Offshore Grand Prix. You're in Command, taking the wide line around the corner, losing a lot of ground there as What's Up slides to the inside to try to keep their position and move back into second place. Lots of spectators on the beach there. Ed Jenkinson, the sponsor for this event. Very tight racing action here in Class 3 between the 3 entries. You're in Command, Wanted, and What's Up. This is You're in Command, sponsored by the U.S. Coast Guard, owned and driven by Gino Marone, throttled by Jim Anselmo, number 340. You're in Command. You guys have had some strong runs this year. Took the win earlier this season in Sarasota, Florida. A big win on the 4th of July for that team. Another former Super V race boat, powered by Mercury 525 EFI inboards with the ICF Bravo Drive. Running right in second place there, side-by-side battle with all these boats in Class 3. What's Up? You're in Command and Wanted. Looks like they're passing a bat boat right now, getting ready to round turn number 1 on lap number 3. It'll be an exciting time too, that little bat boat getting in between these 3 Class 3 boats. We'll seem to navigate it without a lot of problem there. Rheingold One Design rental lease boat there. 24-foot hockey Mannerfelt design. Amazingly close racing action here in Class 3. 3 laps into the race to have these boats still this close together. Coming down now on Class 5. This is 566 Wicked Marine and 568 Team Outrageous. In Wicked Marine, Jay Wolfman is the throttleman. Hollywood Glenn Murray is at the wheel. These guys have had several strong runs this season in this former Typhoon race boat. It is a 27-foot Kryptonite. Wicked Custom Marine out of Brick, New Jersey. Your home for all your high-performance needs, custom rigging and engine building. Anything you could need for your boat. Jay Wolfman on the stick. Glenn Murray behind the wheel again. Out front right now in Class 5, 566. You see Outrageous getting by him in the corner there, 568. Former Factory 1 boat, powered by GM Vortex inboards. Team Outrageous, Eddie Simmons, the owner and throttleman out of Virginia. Mark Henderson out of New Jersey is behind the wheel right now, leading the way. Team Outrageous, another strong runner in Class 5. Two former Factory 1 race boats here battling it out right now in Class 5. Lots of side-by-side racing action here in Point Pleasant Beach for the 2007 Point Pleasant Offshore Grand Prix, the 5th stop on the OPA Tour. You can see Mark Henderson really doing a great job on the wheel there. Lots of hand action there, trying to keep that 30-foot Y2K Superboat out front right now. Side by side, deck to deck here. Team Wicked, Custom Marine, and Outrageous. Out front in Class 5. Other Class 5 boats include Team University, Herbot, Cintron, Specialized, Typhoon, and Extra. Those guys have opened up quite a lead on the rest of the Class 5 fleet. Coming down now on Team Specialized out of Massachusetts. Another superboat, this one just a little bit older. Classic 30-foot superboat Tempest with a pair of Mercury 2.5-liter outboards on the back. Team Specialized took a couple race wins earlier this season. These guys run strong. Mark Gallagher and Owen Francis aboard Specialized this weekend. Mark Gallagher is the owner. Letting it ease right down the beach here in Point Pleasant. running a little loose as they rip it down the beach here in Point Pleasant. Everything they got, trying to find every ounce of speed there, trimming it out to try to find that last couple miles an hour to catch up. What a great job, Mark Gallagher and Owen Francis. Here's our best boat, One Design Rendell, running in Class 6. Team Specialized going by on the outside. That boat goes bye-bye as they slow down, having a little issue right there. Team Typhoon running in Class 5. Randy Schluss on the throttle with its new owner, Glenn Hellwig, at the wheel. Another former Factory 1 race boat, 529. Another 27-foot Kryptonite was Randy's original Factory 1 race boat after he got out of his old checkmate. Glenn Hellwig at the wheel right now. Randy Schluss on the throttle for him. Team Typhoon Racing 529. Helicopter aerobatics. There's Team Cintron Panther, Johnny Stanch in crew. Just behind them is Team Extras in their 29-foot fountain. One of these, a newer generation 29-foot fountain, classic, and the other, the classic 30-foot Scarab Panther. Team Extras and Cintron Panther. Both battling it out in Class 5 right now. Aboard Cintron Panther, Kevin Hahn, Johnny Stanch, and Augie Penza making the comeback tour. We haven't seen Augie and Kevin in a while, as Augie's boat has been in mothballs. They're doing a battle here in Team Cintron Liquid Energy Panther. Classic 30-foot Scarab. Looks like they're running really strong here in their home waters off of Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Augie Penza, the throttle man, owner of A. Penza Modern Moving and Storage. Guys running strong, doing a great job, and a new boat to them, putting on a show for the fans lining the beaches here in the Jersey Shore. There you see Team Wanted going by on the outside, still leading the way in Class 3. Walter Piasecki at the wheel, Bill Purnell on the stick. Wanted in their 36-foot cigarette gladiator, leading Class 3. Bill Purnell, the owner and throttle man out of Ocean City, Maryland. Walter Piasecki, the driver out of New Jersey. Currently first overall in race number 1 at the 2007 Point Pleasant Offshore Grand Prix. Going by the Class 5 entry of Typhoon with Glenn Helwig and Andy Schluss. Walk in the park for these guys, leading the way around with no problem at all. Bill Purnell and Walter Piasecki. There is You're in Command giving chase in the Class 3, running second place. Jim Anselmo on the throttle. Dino Marone at the wheel, sponsored by the U.S. Coast Guard. You're in Command Boating Safety. Still a tight battle there in Class 3. You're in Command, making up a lot of ground right there down that straightaway as they cross the start-finish line to complete another lap. Wanted and You're in Command, straddling by you. Class 5 Team Specialized 30-foot superboat. Still running strong in Class 5 as the two Class 3 boats go on by. You're in Command running in second and Wanted out front. Coming down now on Team Crockett Marine 6-9. These guys have several strong runs, I believe, are leading the points in Class 6 thus far in the OPA 2007 series. Tyler Crockett is the owner and throttle man. George Eisenhart is the driver of this 26-foot Joker powered by a single Tyler Crockett Marine engine. Sponsors aboard Team Crockett Marine include Joker Powerboats, D-Blades propellers, Image Authentic Graphics, and Gafford Precision Instruments. George Eisenhart on the left at the wheel, Tyler Crockett on the right on the throttle with his green mohawk. There you can see these guys getting bounced around just a little bit in this 26-foot Joker. Other boats in Class 6 include Rendell One Design, Motor City Offshore, Undertow, and Papa Dukes. We see Typhoon in Class 5 going by on the left-hand side. There is Team Undertow, Smith Brothers Racing, 611 in their classic 26-foot Corsa. Guys, that many good runs this year. Great to have them back on the racing circuit after taking several years off. The OPA have brought these guys out of retirement and back to the offshore racing family. Great to have them back from Point Pleasant for the 2007 Offshore Grand Prix. Motor City Offshore in the background in their 24-foot Aki Mannerfeld design. Also running in Class 6. Great side-by-side battle here between these two boats in Class 6. Pete Smith and Richard Smith aboard Team Undertow. Josh Wall and Rick Kotecki in Motor City Offshore. Big flyer there for Team Undertow and Smith Brothers. Taken to the sky as they round the corner at the north end of the course. Motor City Offshore trying to get back. They seem to be fading to the outside, losing a lot of ground right now. Team Wanted coming into your screen right now, putting another lap down. The Class 3 boat going by yet again, running very strong all day long. Bill Purnell and Walter Piasecki in Team Wanted. There you have it from race number 1 here at 2007 Point Pleasant Offshore Grand Prix, brought to you by the OPA. Special thanks to AMF Offshore Racing for helping provide the excellent coverage from freeze-frame video here as well as all the other OPA stops in 2007. J.C. Jenkinson's on the beach there. Great vantage point for the racing action, as it has been for many years here in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Point Pleasant Inlet, sometimes treacherous, not today. Great racing site, classic heritage area to have this event. In the Class 3, Wanted came away with the victory. Bill Purnell and Walter Piasecki. You're in command. pumps by the U.S. Coast Guard finished up in second place. Team What's Up, Ed Smith, Anthony Smith, and John Hagan finished in third. In Class 5, after penalties were assessed and boats broke out of their speed bracket, Team Typhoon with Glenn Helwig and Randy Schluss won the race. Specialized with their 30-foot superboat from Massachusetts came home in second. Team Extras finished up in third with their 29-foot fountain. Class 6, Team Undertow with the Smith brothers were your winners. Motor City Offshore with their bat boat finished up in second. Papa Dukes brought home the third place finish in their home waters. Special thanks to John Hagan and his staff from AMF Offshore Racing for helping freeze frame video put on this production, as well as all the races on the 2007 OPA Tour. Very special thanks to Jeff Morrow from Annalore Corp for providing us with the excellent vantage point in the helicopters to provide all the racing action to you. We look forward to seeing everybody at the next stop on the OPA Tour in Cambridge, Maryland in just a few weeks for stop number 6 on the 2007 Tour. On a sad note, the previous video is dedicated in memory of Tom Newby, a member of our offshore racing family that lost his life on September 11th, 2007.